Hello! Today we are going to be making our vegetable lentil soup, which also happens to be Dr. Younger's favorite soup, and as it is January and we are doing the clean program cleanse, we thought
this would be a really great time to share with you this vegetable lentil soup.
It's cold outside, this is really warming, and a really hearty soup, so this is a really good filling.
Winter's time soup. And the other thing is that you have pretty much everything in your pantry. Onions, leeks, carrots, celery.
You keep leeks in your pantry.
Well, I do. Well,
we keep them in the fridge.
Okay,
but let's start putting everything in because we're going to start cooking it down.
All right, so onions. Meg, I want you to just show them real quickly your famous way that you cut it.
You're trying to make me cry?
No. Just show them the beginning. You don't have to cut it.
Slice it in while Pegs puts coconut oil into the...
Like about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of coconut oil.
And as you can see, I'm cutting slices in. And then what you're going to do is just cut this way. And I'm not going to cut the whole thing because...
Then she'll cry.
I'm going to cry.
This is a leek. Meg, grab that leek over there, show them. So all of this is a cup. A cup of onions.
Massive leek we got at the farmer's market, and what you're going to use is about this much of it. And typically at your markets you'll find them, and then they have big green leaves, and you just want to use the white part. And leeks are really dirty, so you want to cut and then fan the inside of them to clean out all the dirt. So
we have a cup of onions, a cup of leeks, a cup of carrots,
and all of these are finely diced. So what I was showing you with the onions, because these are tiny bite size.
And this is
a shiitake mushroom, and shiitake mushrooms, we're just dicing them up.
A heaping cup of mushrooms. And you don't have to just use shiitakes, you can use your favorite one too.
And then 1 stalk of celery finely diced.
And it's about 1/3 of a cup is what it ends up being. And then we also have about 3 to 4 minced fresh garlics.
Whole cloves of garlic. Yum.
And that is it for right now. And all we're gonna do
is stir it all in together and really let it cook down and create this flavoring for the soup, because all of this is what's flavoring this yummy veggie soup.
And we're gonna cover it and we're gonna let it just cook down for about 5 minutes.
Yes. Our mushrooms have been cooking down now for about 5 minutes. Covered, because what we want to get is nice and translucent. So this is beautiful. So now the celery's kind of getting clear looking, our carrots are soft, and now we're going to add the lentils.
These are French lentils. They're kind of turquoisey green in color. They come in the bulk section. You can also buy them in a package as well.
And they're so flavorful. We love these, but you need to rinse your lentils. So that's what Pegs is going to go do that. And when you rinse, look for little stones. I know it's like, because that's when you know you're getting good fresh lentils.
Well, also you don't want to break your tooth.
Very true. So now that we've rinsed them, we're going to add them in.
Right now,
the mirepoix.
I'm going to stir it with my spoon right here. And
mix it all in.
If you don't have, in your pantry, let's say you have carrots, onions, celery, and you want to make a lentil soup, in your pantry, you can have these amazing
canned lentils that are already cooked.
And they're wonderful too. So it's another option to make sure you have that in your pantry.
And if you use the can, they're already cooked, so you won't be having to cook this soup as long.
That's right.
So it's quicker.
So this is 1.5 teaspoons of Italian blend.
Italian seasoning.
That's
oregano, basil, yumminess.
A teaspoon of the turmeric.
Really good for...
And then a teaspoon of
flavor.
Salt. The last other one is fresh ground pepper. Meg, you want to just go ahead while I stir all these in? And you want to add your spices before you add your liquid, because then it really brings the flavor of the dried herbs and spices out. Okay?
Is this good?
That's perfect.
Awesome.
And then
we add seaweed.
So the kombu or waikombi, this adds minerals to this soup. We can add 2 of these, all right? Because these are small. Sometimes they come in bigger sheets, but 2 small ones, 1 large one. Again,
I really love having these in here, and at the end, once they cook, they get like a thick lasagna noodle, and it's really yummy.
Yeah, it's good. So now we're gonna add our You can add fresh chicken stock to it. You can
homemade chicken stock, which we actually have a video for if you want to learn how to make our chicken stock.
Or,
really
thank you for shaking that too, Meg. That's awesome. And then if you were to add just one of these Tetra Packs of this for the lentils, it would be more stewy.
Because
right?
the lentils are going to absorb a lot of the liquid.
But we like to add 2 of them and they become more soup-like. Okay? So go ahead and
Adding
well right now let's go ahead. We'll make this one
more stew-like for you.
for you guys so you can see it. Well, soupy. We'll see how it comes out. All right. So we're gonna cover it. We're gonna bring it to a boil and then let it simmer for about 40-45 minutes until your lentils are tender.
And again, if you're using the canned lentils, you would bring it to a boil and then
Maybe 20 to 30 minutes just to
you
give
did.
all the flavors to come up.
Yeah.
All right. Our soup has been boiling for about 35-40 minutes. All right.
And it's a nice little simmer. Well, not boiling. We brought it to a boil and then simmered. And our lentils. So once they're cooked, they turn more of like a brownish color.
Look,
And yeah, that's
the kombu.
The seaweed, like I said, like a lasagna noodle, and it's really yummy. So
it's very sea-like.
but I think it reminds me more of like a pasta noodle, like the consistency of it, and it tastes like that.
Yeah, it can be a little slimy.
But it's really good for you, so make sure you try it.
It's so beneficial. So it's a little warm. So let's just...
It's like, you know when like brown foods just taste good, you want to like photograph them? It's not the most
appealing
looking soup,
but the smell of this right now,
good.
And this soup is a very hearty, robust, flavorful soup because of all of the ingredients. All this wonderful mirepoix of onions and leeks and mushrooms and celery. It's just a delicious soup for you and your family any time of the night.
And it's really earthy, like using the turmeric root and all of the root veggies that you have in here, like the carrots. It's just such a wonderful soup to use for the winter. And you can eat it just like this, chunky. It's also good even pureed. So when you're on the clean program, you have to have pureed soups at night. And this is a really wonderful soup to puree.
So for this recipe, you can go to currygirlskitchen.com. You can visit us on Facebook,
like us on Facebook, Pinterest,
Instagram,
Twitter. We're constantly posting yummy recipes for you just like this. And if you don't subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe so you know when we make more fun recipe videos like this one. And if you want to ever tell us what you want to see us make, let us know in the comments below.